Hello and welcome to another episode of a Golfer's Ramblings. It's been a little minute since I did one of these. In fact, it hasn't. I did one a couple of weeks ago. Did an Instagram question and answer. Now, that question and answer sort of carried over to Twitter. So, got some questions to get through from Twitter. Obviously, I don't want people to feel left out. So, in no particular order. First question I'm going to answer is from Ian Ray. And Ian's asked me, have I been sponsored? Because he's seen some head covers and stuff in my bag and in my pictures, and sort of, Ian. So I'm a brand ambassador for GolfStar Competitions. So if you see my bag, you see my head covers, umbrella, everything is all bespoke, tailor-made head covers bags for GolfStar. So yeah, I'm a brand ambassador for GolfStar Competitions. So what they are is a ticket competition website. You buy a ticket which will cost you anything from, we've done competitions from 2p up to sort of 29 quid, depending on obviously the odds on the competition, what the prize of the competition is. And we do, majority is golf gear, so stealth drivers, Mizuno irons, tailor-made irons, bags, Garmin watches, you know, motor caddy trolleys. We currently just done, which finished sort of Monday just gone, an Audi Q5 competition, or £20,000. We do Rolex competitions from now between, you know, from time to time. So yeah, we do a range of competitions, and that's who I'm a brand ambassador for. So it's not necessarily a sponsorship, you know, because they're in the golf industry. I do get product from them to review. You'll have seen the Stealth review on the channel. Obviously they were good enough to gift me the Stealth UDI, which again the review's been on the channel. So yeah, I get product from them time to time so I can review, but obviously yeah, just promote the company. So hope that answers your question, Ian. And if you want to have a go at some of their competitions, their link is down below, so check them out. Next one is from Axta, these are all off Twitter, so I don't need to keep saying off Twitter. So yeah, Axta, and he's asking me, should clubs provide mats, hitting mats through the winter, or should they close to ensure they're in pristine condition for the new year? I'll stick the questions up here so you can see exactly what they're saying. I'm paraphrasing. This is it's a little bit of a weird response potentially. So no, they shouldn't close. Golf clubs will not be able to close through the winter and survive. Just couldn't do it. And the only way they could do it would be by putting your green fees up to astronomical fees. So the members are not going to stand for that. What golf clubs need to do is they need to protect their tee boxes and need to protect their greens through the winter, and fairways to a degree. So most clubs, or a lot of clubs, will give you a mat to hit off, or charge you a $5 or whatever for a mat to hit off the fairways through the winter, and then have winter tees and winter greens. So the greens and the tees are in pristine condition for the start of the year. Fairways are in as good condition as they can be because you're hitting off mats. Or alternatively, they'll ask you to place your ball in the rough or the first cut, so the fairways are safe. But yeah, golf clubs you can't close a golf club and expect it to stay open for the following season. It just wouldn't work. So golf clubs do have a duty to protect the course through the winter, but as I say, that is by giving players mats to play off and having winter greens and winter tees to protect the course as best they can. One thing I've noticed over the recent years is, and it's different to sort of, I would say maybe 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So it would come to a point in the year, let's for example's sake, let's say the 1st of October. It's probably a little bit late, but we'll say the 1st of October. So the 1st of October, it would be then winter rules. So no buggies, no trolleys. Irrespective of how dry it's been, no buggies, no trolleys, preferred lies. What I see now is buggies do get stopped when it's wet, but you can still go out in your trolley. For me, there needs to come a point in the season where trolleys and buggies go off at the same time. Yes, I know you can get winter wheels for your trolleys, but even still, it's no good for the course. So I think, you know, courses need to get back to that that level of protection where there comes a date winter rules are on, and when winter rules are on, there's no trolleys or buggies. Now, yes, that's going to annoy some people because they're not able to carry and so on, but we need to protect the course, you know. And what that's also going to do is that's going to reduce footfall through the course, because they're going to be the players that won't carry through the winter because they can't use a trolley, they won't play. So yeah, it's going to annoy them, but by doing that, it takes them out of the game, takes them off the course, it protects the course that little bit more. So yeah, I think that's definitely one. It's definitely something that needs to look at. But closing through the winter is zilch not going to happen, mate. It's not. It's financially, it's no good for the golf club. It will cripple them. So yeah, hope that answers your question. So next question is from Tommy Edgar, and he's asking me if I'm happy with the set makeup in my bag. No, I'm not, Tom. So long and short of it, I need new wedges. So wedge makeup at the minute is 52, 56, 60. And through the summer, I've managed to get away with it, in the sense that the bounce has sort of bailed me out. And I don't know why I didn't notice it last season, whether I was hitting it further, whether I was hitting it better, I don't know. But I'm finding, so weekend just gone, it was the first wet ground golf I've played, where the ground was properly wet, you wasn't really getting any run. With my 50, from 100 yards out, I'm short. So 100 yards out, I'm hitting 52, and I'm short. But then if I'm hitting wedge, I'm long. My wedge is 115 to 120. So yeah, I need to go 50, 54, 58 to bridge that gap, really. So they need to change, 100% they need to change. I'm not happy with my putter at the moment, but that's a mental thing rather than an actual gaming thing, if that makes sense. So the wedges, they genuinely need to change, because there is an issue, and a quantifiable issue, in the sense that the lofts are wrong, leaving me wrong yardages and yada yada yada. The putter, bugger all wrong with the putter. I'm putting well, but mentally I'm not putting well. So I think I'm putting worse than I am, yet scores and stats say otherwise. So I want a new putter, but I don't need a new putter. I need new wedges. Irons, happy with my irons. I would change them for blades, but you know, that's by the by. I don't need new irons. I'm not particularly looking for new irons. Top end of my bag, driver, I'm more than happy with. I say, had the Stealth in the bag for a good chunk of the summer, and the M5 is back in my bag because the Stealth hasn't outperformed it. I'll only change my driver if something outperforms it. Now, no doubt when embargo season is lifted, I'll have a few other things in there to have a play with. Who knows? But at the minute, M5 staying in there, 3-wood staying in there, which is an M3, sort of super old school. That will need changing at some point, because I'm literally at the point where the face is at the point of failing. I don't think I've got long left with it. However, when that goes, I will trawl eBay, I will trawl golf clubs for cash, I will trawl golf bidder, everywhere for another M3 head, because I love it. I just don't want to change that 3-wood. Obviously 2 irons in the bag at the minute. That will be coming out in a couple of weeks, no doubt, when the weather gets real soft, and the hybrid will go back in the bag. Still sticking with a Titleist hybrid because I love it again, same as the M3. I just don't want to change it. It's just so reliable. But again, that'll be the 2 iron and the hybrid will change dependent on seasons and so on. So when the hard ground comes, it will be 2 iron, and obviously with the soft ground, I'm going to want the hybrid. So I hope that answers your question, Tom. And the next question is from Mr. Neil Binks, or Neil. And Neil's asking quite a personal question, and he didn't want to ask this, but I've told him it's fine. So Neil's asking, does he feel, or do I feel like the weight that I've gained over the years has affected my driving distance or helped my driving distance, or worse to that effect? Like I said, I'll stick the questions up and you can see exactly what I said. So funny thing is, my weight has hindered my golf game and my distance. I still get out of there, it's not bad, but my weight fluctuates between, so about a stone and a half I'll bounce up and down. I always have done. But I'm pretty much not the biggest I've been, but I'm big at the minute, bigger than I'd like to be, but it's one of them, innit? That's life. life gets in the way sometimes and you get fat. I'm fat, but hey, yeah. So has it affected me? Yes, it has, but not necessarily adversely. I'm not particularly longer than I used to be. I'm not particularly shorter than I used to be. Like, it's, you can go back to when I was sort of 20, 21, 22, and I'm probably 10, 15 yards longer than. A couple of things. I'm younger, I'm swinging it faster, and I was a lot fitter because of the jobs I was doing. Now, I would say any 22, 23 year old that plays off 4 will hit it further than a 39 year old that plays off 4, whatever condition they're in. So where my weight has hindered me is in my turn, in my rotation. So if you look at my swing, it's very short. I am working on lengthening it with Matt, and we've got a few things that I do, i.e., you know, help clear the hips and so on. But yeah, distance wise, it's not really helped, it's not really hindered. Where it affects me is actual energy levels around the golf course. So towards the end of 18, so 16, 17, 18, I'm probably flagging a little bit, and then I'll use Club Champs recently for an example, where I played Saturday and Sunday. Struggled on the Sunday because I was knackered, and obviously I carried as well. I've started carrying again, just because 1, I play better, and 2, it's going to help me get fit or help me lose a bit of weight. So yeah, it's not really, distance wise, it hasn't helped or hindered really. I don't think I'm, and if it has, I've not really noticed. Like, I can get it out there. So where potentially weight has hindered me, maybe technology's helped me, who knows. Like, I don't feel any shorter than it used to be, don't particularly feel a great deal longer than it used to be. As I say, go back to when I was 21, 22, 23, I probably am a little bit longer, but I'm younger and fitter. So who knows. Is there an experiment where I'm going to drop a bit of weight and let's see? Probably not. I wouldn't have thought so. But yeah, hope that answers your question, Neil. Fat shaming and all that. Thanks, mate. And the final question is from Pitch and Putt Golf, Uncle Jeff. So we went out and played golf on Saturday, a gang of us. We went out for dinner afterwards, and pudding menu come, and I didn't fancy pudding. Neither did Ken. But Webbo and Jeff had pudding. Jeff wants to know, what's better, apple and blackberry crumble or caramel crave? Now, the apple and blackberry crumble was slop, didn't look very nice, definitely wouldn't have been that. However, the caramel crave looked really nice, really nice. Instantly, me and Kent regretted not having pudding. So I'll say to you, like I've told you several times now, Jeff, but I think the caramel crave would have been the best pudding. So I hope that answers your question. Guys, that's all the questions for this time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all again very soon with some golf content. Probably a little winter session on the range and what I plan to do. Maybe, we'll see. Guys, take care, and I'll see you again soon.